Lenny, Christine. Okay, thank you so much. The order of fellowship goes as follows. Rotary Grace will be said by Zabibu Sumbwa. Lady Christine will say for us the loyal toast. Tirurukia will say for us four-way test. Innocent will say for us the object of Rotary. Nadia will say for us the final toast. Can we start our fellowship? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm going to say the Rotary Grace for what we have received and what we are about to receive. May we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the needs of the less privileged.
Amen. Thank you so much, Sumbwa. Lenny Christine will take us through the loyal toast. For His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much. Rukia, take us through the four-way test.
Hi everyone, I'm taking us through the four-way test. For what of the things we think, say or do? First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build a goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, beneficial to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rukia. Innocent, lead us through the object of Rotary.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take you through the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as the basis of what the enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster first the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal business and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and profession, persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Innocent. Can we take our sheet? Thank you so much, everyone. You are most welcome. I can see there's someone next to Helen. Maybe she would like to say something to us. Hi, you're most welcome.
Was that me?
No. Okay, now we're off mute.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
It's such a pleasure and honor to be with everybody. And hi, Jacob. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Chris. I've heard so much wonderful work that you all have done, and I'm a house guest with Helene for a couple of nights here, and she invited me to join you today, and I'm most privileged to do so. Thank you for including me.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You are most welcome to join us in our fellowship. You are most welcome. This is the Rotary Club of Yumbe.
Madam President, may we have Jeffrey Ash also introduce himself?
Sure. Well, privileged to be here. I've heard about this amazing Rotary Club for the last year or so, and so here I am logging in to see what you're up to. I've heard great things, and Chris and Helene and others, and so and Jacob. So here I am, and I'm interested in hearing what you're up to.
Yeah, and Jeffrey is a pioneer in microcredit and village savings programs, and trying to introduce them to the United States, but has worked in them around the world. So he's very interested in your work in Yumbe.
Thanks. Oh,
Yes, Geoffrey, you are most welcome to join us, the Rotary Club of Yumbe, for our fellowship. You are most welcome. Rotary Club of Yumbe was founded, actual foundation by TCP Global through Sheduk. That's why today it's a powerful Rotary Club in Yumbe. Thank you, you are most welcome. Yes, as I said before, I'm Lenny Christine, the president, the current president of Rotary Club of Yumbe. As usually, our Rotary Club runs a lot of projects. So every week we go through
Can I interrupt you, President?
Yes, please.
Can I introduce myself?
Yes, you're most welcome.
Hey, yeah, today I worked from home, but I don't mind putting on my video to see me as I am. I hope you're able to see me.
yes.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah, so Robin Hakiza, Rotarian Robin Hakiza, from the Rotary Club of Kampala Munyonyo. For this year, I'm working as the projects director, and currently we are having a WASH project global grant that we are running through the application process is ongoing. Still looking for international partners to support us, but we are already on 21,000 as funding. Yeah, then secondly, I am the director and founder of a local NGO called Imbabazi Center for Women and Children, through which I came to know Helen, and she's also linked us to TCP Global, and soon I think we are going to begin working with them. Yeah, additionally, I work with the Catholic Relief Services on the Farm at Farmer program as the project coordinator. And I have worked in Yumbe, Zone 5 BDBD refugee camp. We support them. And yeah, so it's amazing. I didn't know that there's a Rotary Club in Yumbe. I just came to learn about it through Helen. So thank you so much, Helen, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to see Chris, who has been sending messages. Now I know the face, I can see you. So happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome to here. Did you work in BDBD?
Yeah, pardon, President?
Yes, which year did you work in BDBD? Zone 5?
That was just last year. 2021 we were there, 2022 we were there. We were working with on homes and communities. CRS funded a program called Homes and Communities, Zone 5.
Okay, good. The years in Yumbe was that now the time Yumbe Rotary Club was already chartered. So we are chartered in 2022, April 7th. So now like we are 2 years old. By the time we started the work in Yumbe, we had already started our Rotary Club, but it was not as known first yet. But at this time now, it's a backfire. Everyone has known the club in Yumbe. Thank you for joining us. That is the beauty of being in Rotary, and also the beauty of being in TCP Global. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. And now we are going to give updates on our projects, current projects which are ongoing. Ongoing projects, we have one site is in Machangana. Machangana, we are still continuing with the WASH. WASH, we have already constructed the 50 already functional. And then we have 4 more pits prepared ready for construction. Malaria project is ongoing. As per today, we have 1,000 700 people now tested for malaria. And since the students and pupils have come back home, the number continued to increase for testing. And now so far we have gone to 580 people tested positive for malaria and have been treated immediately. The wash side of safe water, the 3 boreholes continue to be functional and the community are enjoying their water. And at the same time, filters which were already distributed for community continue to be functional and they're also enjoying water from the various filters in Machangana village. Ramanda today, I personally visited Ramanda. I found filters are also on use in Ramanda village and latrines have been already constructed, 47 latrines already, and then 1 remaining to be constructed. And the wash project that is for drilling of the borehole is still on process. This week we are supposed to meet with the women, organize meeting and meet with them. We did not do. Then personally today, I met the women counselor. We have agreed maybe by the end of this week, they will invite us to go and have meeting together with the women on the importance of drilling for the Musuzu well or drilling 1 deep borehole as they had required. On global funding preparation, we still the water user committee budget from the water office. They have not submitted the budget as required by our advisor Gloria on headed paper. I visited the office this morning, and the officer was very busy. He was also going out for a meeting, and he has invited me to visit him again tomorrow morning, and that's what I will do tomorrow. A survey for the biosand filters, which were requested by Chris, or 30 of them, is ongoing. It's as the filters has passed, and it's going on slowly, but it's already ongoing. We shall get the 30 biosand filters, which will be surveyed. And we had also requested Chris for the analysis of our MPI Malaria Partners International project that we are running in Yumbe to help us in analysis of the final reporting evaluation. At this moment, we also continue to survey the malaria in the 8 villages. It's ongoing process. I think Chris continued to receive them daily at a certain number. Musuzu well is on the process of registration, and the registrar has not called me since the day we paid her. Maybe she's still on a registration, but what we know is it's already on process. We are also planning to break off for Christmas holidays, as our mother club will be breaking on 20th of this month. And as the mother goes away, the kids will also follow their mothers. So by 20th of this month, we shall also break out for Christmas. And then final information, we shall get it next Wednesday as we continue to come for our fellowship. Thank you so much. These are the few updates that we are able to give to you. Any reactions on these programs and also new informations, you are most welcome. Thank you. Rukia would like to share something with us. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, the Rotarians online, and good morning to our partners in US, and also good afternoon to the Rotarians on the room. I want to give update on the TG project. Like in TG, we are carrying malaria project. So far, they have tested 556 have been tested. Then out of the 556, we have found out that 401 tested positive with malaria and have been treated. Thank you. That was the only update I wanted to give. Thank you so much, partners and the Rotarians.
Thank you so much, Rukia, for reporting us the malaria project, and our filter in TG also continue to be used by the community. Thank you so much.
And so, Madam President, if I may, there's
Yes.
a small possibility that we may get a grant from the Rotary Community Action Group for Economic Development. And if we get that grant, we would need to have 6 VSLAs that could provide partial funding, half of the funding, to start a new TCP Global partner. So I'd like,
Okay.
I don't know what the timeline is on that, but it seems to be moving quickly. So if you could just have in mind if there might be 6 VSLAs that could provide $750, and then the grant will provide the other $750. So that would be one thing. And then the other thing is, I sent a list of possible survey questions. One thing that TCP Global doesn't do is we don't track the impact of the loan program. So we're trying to come up with a list of survey questions that make sense. So I sent a sample list that I'm hoping that you could test with the Rotarians and tell me how we can improve on those questions. So do you want
thank you.
do you want me to send that again, or do you still have that list?
No. It was just, I think, oversight. I'm sorry
Okay.
for that. I have to apologize.
That's okay. You've been busy.
I went through that email, and it's because there's so much to be done. And actually, it was in my plan, and we had also discussed with Rukia.
Okay.
Thank you so much for reminding me. From here this evening, straight away, we are going to download it, and it's going to be printed. So we are going to do that test survey immediately. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. Okay, for that grant, I think it's good to know about it. I've heard about it. I think it is Innocent who will be in charge of that. Maybe he's already arranging it. He knows what he is supposed to do. Yeah. He knows how to do the selection and who is supposed to get it. I'm sure he's already aware and he's doing it. Yeah, but it's good to know about it. Yeah, thank you.
Madam President, if I may.
Hello, yes,
Hello.
please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our friend David Bilby is in Miami, and I understand he will see Helene today and speak at her Rotary Club. And he is probably speaking at another Rotary Club in Miami. I talked with him, and he says he has more match funding for the global grant. I think that from his club and his district, they have added another. I don't remember whether Gloria has included it or not, but another $11,250 to the global grant for 18,000 people. My club says that they're advancing and says that they're about ready to allow us to submit the global grant. However, they still have not responded to me, so I have no information on that. And pardon me for not analyzing the malaria information. I misunderstood what your request was last week, but now I understand. So I will analyze that today and send it to you. You may not have it until first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Excuse me, Chris, you cannot analyze it now as we are still continuing to get the data from the rest of the villages. Until when we complete is when you will analyze, and we shall ask you for the result. It's
Okay.
good for you to do it once and then you give us the result once.
Good, good. And this week, a big box, a meter by a meter, more or less, by a meter, filled with filters arrived, and now I need to put that in a second duffel bag to carry 200 filters to Yumbe. And the Member of Parliament Avako said that she would send her driver to take me to Yumbe, because with these two big bags, it is very difficult for me to get to the bus.
Yeah, for sure. That is the support. We are happy for that. We are glad for her. We are also happy for you. We had already said it earlier to you. You can't suffer when our women member of parliament is around, and when we are around you, surrounding you. You're part of our family. You are most welcome. Avako will bring you safely to Yumbe. Thank you in advance for coming to Yumbe.
Awadi fo ambogo.
Yes. Thank you so much for that update for the global grant, for David contributing for us. That's very beautiful, and we are happy for that. We are still talking about the global grant. And last week you asked us that maybe there's another different funder where we could get funding for malaria project. And actually that is very good. And as I see, as we are going to implement a global grant, and at the same time, global grant will deal with WASH. And if you can also get that funding for malaria project, which will go hand in hand with the WASH project in the community, which is also very good. And since our VHTs, they are very fresh, since they have been doing a malaria project for MPI, they are still fresh. I think most of them will do that work entirely with the minimal follow-up, which is also good. We're happy for that. We really need that support. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam President. And I looked at your data for TG, and so far, I know this isn't proper data for sampling, but it looks like the malaria rate in TG of the 556 people you tested is 73% of the people in TG have malaria on the day that you test them. And 73% is a relatively high rate and a relatively big waste of people's time, energy, and money. We're so sad to hear that.
Yeah, that's the reality. It means the malaria program, you know, is more on the more deep villages than in the town. Yeah, at least people in the town understand how to prevent malaria and so on, but deep in the villages, they still don't have those ideas. And also today, I happened to visit the Achiba borehole, going to check whether they still have that drainage, the hole for collecting water. I covered, now they have closed it. The water is now flowing on the ground, but that it was a bit bushy. I told them to clean it, the caretaker should mobilize the community, let them clean it. By next week, I will be on the ground to find that it is clean. And he promised for me that he is going to do that. Yeah, that is in Achiba.
Excellent, well done. That will make it so the borehole does not increase the malaria rate. Good work.
Mosquitoes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Madam President, I have another question. And that is of the 41 VSLAs that are working with TCP Global, how many of those are using their interest to provide prenatal care and to provide checkups for newborn babies? More or less.
I don't know exactly. Maybe they will need to be followed up. What I know is only one VSLA That's among women group, which was actually initiated by me. So we need to follow up the rest on how they are doing. If not, we also need to share for them the idea on how they can take care of their newborns and so on.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Innocent is around and yes, I said next is Innocent is around. He's going to give us information on the selection of the VSLA group for is it the Rotary Club or what? The urgent funding. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lenny Christian, for giving me this opportunity. The question which has been asked and moved a bit about some VSLS who might be using their interest for antenatal care, maybe supporting the babies and so on. I think this one needs for us to maybe reach to some of these women groups. Truly, some of these women groups have been using their interest for antenatal, at times even help the sick persons within their groups. So I think to come up with a clear data, how many VSLs do use their interest to support that, we need to reach them and find that out so that we can give you a clear data. That is what I can add on that. Thank you.
Yeah, and if they use it for some other purpose, like helping other sick people get to care, that would be interesting to know also, not just prenatal care and newborn care.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. We shall, follow up that. Thank you.
And Madam President, another one of the club mothers, Assistant District Governor Lillian, has joined us online. If you would invite her to speak.
Yes, Lillian, you're most welcome. My Assistant Governor, I honor you. Please, most welcome. Hello.
Yes, while we wait for Lillian, for Ramadan, they've asked for a borehole instead of the Mazuzu wells. Yes.
Yeah.
When you speak with the women, just an idea, we can say in the proposal, in the contract with Ramadan, we have agreed to provide 2 Mazuzu wells for $3,000. And if they prefer to use that money for one borehole, we can contribute that $3,000 towards the deep borehole. But they will have to get the rest of the money. So they can either have $3,000 for 2 boreholes or $3,000 for their deep borehole, but they will have to get the contract, show us the contract, and get the additional money for the deep borehole. What do you think of that idea?
Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. That idea sounds good for me. Yeah, unless if you have extra somewhere, but there are so many communities who also demand the service. We can't just go and put the money in one corner, in one box for one person. And there are so many who need that. If Machangana, who had a lot of money, accepted that, what about them? What about the rest of the communities who will need? There are so many who are needed than Ramanda. It was a learning experience for us, and that's where we got. We had pumped a lot of money, 22 million only in one borehole in Achiba. And women still continued to go. Some minutes, some hours, waiting for the water, going back, and that's where we learned our lesson. And now we want to provide them with the water free of charge without their contribution. But we are able to give them 2 Musuzu wells, or we are able to give them 1 borehole, which is a Mark II, at a cheaper cost. If they don't want, is it still our problem? Then that is what we are going to discuss with them. The date that the counselor will give me is the day we are going to discuss them. Do they want to give that money to any other community? Because there are also other communities who are ready. They are saying if Ramanda refuses this, let the money be voted for them and they will pick it. And that is a good idea. We shall just remain there because there are so many villages who want that support, not only them alone. Even malaria program, they have not yet received. Now, if they are hard, will they continue to get more projects from us unless they become soft and accept to be partners with us? And their support that they give is also contribution. They accept and they say, yes, let's do this, is their support. If they're able to partner with us and accept us work together, it means they will get more projects in the community. Thank you so much. I don't know how the rest of the people perceive that. Maybe let everyone also give his or her view on that. RRC, Innocent, how do you think about that?
Yes, Christine. My suggestion about Ramada, Ramada's well is that I think what I'm suggesting there is need to have more sensitization in the community of Ramada, because when you look at Machangana's boreholes, they are really doing very well. But you know, the communities of Ramada previously got discouraged when they use, like, there is a local company that digs well using a hoe. So they don't reach the village deeper than the Muzuzu well. So for them, they consider that if Muzuzu, they don't understand what Muzuzu drill works very well. But if they could even, their leaders, especially women, they could come even to Machangana, where the drilled about 3 wells, which are even working over 200 to 300 jerrycans can be, water can be collected. And in addition to that, even the distance I can see in Machangana, the distance women can even walk very near. They can use much of their time to also do other things. So I'm seeing that really Muzuzu could do even better in Ramada, because Ramada is a very big village. So if we dig deep borehole in one place, that will mean that still someone 2 kilometers away can still even walk long distance, spending much of the time. So for me, I really still encourage the drill of Muzuzu well there. If not, as they have decided that the Rotarians should meet the women groups on which day? Okay, if they can give the day, I encourage that the Rotarians go. Even I can also join the Rotarians and we go and talk to the community there and see the benefits of Muzuzu well. That is what I can say about the Muzuzu well in Ramadan. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think we all concur with what Innocent has put and also the president. The Mususu is okay so that it takes less time for the community to get water. I think also it also provided, it can be possible to provide 2 boreholes with them. It's okay with me if we go with the Mususu. Thank you so much. But again, we shall go back to them to sensitize them so that they can know what a Mususu is and how deep it will be to not be like the one for Obede. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rukia and Innocent. You know, when it's a team meeting, we all have to put our input and so that people understand, so that when we go outside there, we go as uniform, and then people will understand us faster. Thank you so much. Is Helen still online?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Helen, could you come up with what you had said about the grant from Rotary Club? And then maybe Innocent will answer better that.
Yeah, I'm waiting. There's a possibility that we will get $10,000, and I have proposed that we use 6,000 of that as a match. No, to use 4,500 as a match to set up, I think, 6 new groups, and then use the other to provide funds for existing groups. And this is not an official Rotary grant, but it's from Rotary Action Group for Community and Economic Development, and they also have some money. And they suggested to me that maybe we could get some of that, and that it seems to be moving ahead quickly, but it's not for sure. But I just want you to be thinking about it so that if they do come up and say that we have this money. Yeah, okay, you're still there. If we do have this money, we would need to have 6 VSLA groups that are able to provide a match so that we could start microloans. But I'm hoping that this money might come through like by January, but I'm not really sure, but I want you to just start thinking about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Helen. We also appreciate those action groups from Rotary clubs who really want to support us in that side of providing microloans. We are aware, and I'm sure that will be now planned with the Innocent, because that is his area of operation, and he knows better where to get these people and how to get them. We are happy for that. We also appreciate you. We appreciate the action group so much. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello.
It sounds like your plans are
Hello.
excellent and you're moving ahead well. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome, and thank you also for partnering with us and supporting us. We have appreciated our partners. We do not want to let them down, we want them to shine and continue to support the rest of the countries who have not yet got the benefit yet. We want to transform everyone in Yumbe. Thank you so much. And more reactions, more updates.
Another question. I know you're not having a meeting on the 20th because of Christmas. What about the next week, which is right between Christmas and New Year's? Are you breaking for that also?
Yes, 20th is going to be our last meeting.
Oh, okay.
And then after 20th, we shall not have until the new year.
Okay.
Yes.
So we do meet
After
next week.
after the new year, and then we shall resume our normal fellowships.
Okay.
Next week is the 20th, then the 27th, we won't have it, and so January 3rd, there will be in the next meeting, right?
Yes, we are going to do shopping. We're going to make our Sulu Wai, baking of the cakes, starting to celebrate the Christmas. And also now collecting our simi-simis and our groundnuts, drying them very well, keeping it in the store. Yeah. Today, where is Joyce, Dr. Joyce? The one for Gulu, where is he today? I'm not seeing her online.
Let's see,
Yes,
Joyce was online a minute ago. I think she's still online, but I don't know.
That is
Yes,
not
Joyce
showing.
is online. Go ahead, Joyce.
Hello.
Yes,
good-
welcome.
Good evening. Good evening to you. Good morning here.
Good morning, Joyce.
Our project is almost finished, but we're having some long wind-up, I would say. The global grant that Beaverton Rotary Club and partners have had to help poor women farmers in Omoro district was for $165,000. Half of that was devoted to the construction of a grain storehouse. That storehouse now is almost finished, not finished, ready for certification by the government of Uganda as usable, but getting closer all the time. The other half of the money has been used for training and for provision of some small equipment for the women, like cassava chippers and flour maker, village level equipment. And unfortunately, no grant goes far enough. So we are looking now for additional money so we can continue. We have 180 women farmers who have been trained both in classes and in the fields on how to be better farmers. The vast majority of these women grew up in refugee camps, and they had no chance to learn to farm from their families, from their parents, because there was no farming in refugee camps. When they finally went home, they found the land where they had been born, but there was no house. There was no well, no seeds, no tools. They have suffered very, very greatly, as a great deal of northern Uganda has, from that war that lasted for 2 decades. I'm happy to say that they are now reaping larger harvests. We're anxious to see what happens from this harvest because it promises to be a bumper harvest, and it will start mostly about the middle of December. Is that an adequate summary?
Yes, thank you so much, Joyce, for your updates. It's beautiful. These women in Moro district are really doing great work. We are happy for that. And we will hope so next time maybe we will go up to visiting them.
Thank you for permitting me to join you, because I'm getting lots of ideas about further community development that possibly we could do if we can find some donors.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Is Melissa online?
I think she was initially, and
Yes, yes,
oh,
yes,
there
yes.
she is. Good. Go ahead, Melissa.
Good morning. Good morning,
Yes,
everybody.
Good
I'm
morning,
still-
good afternoon.
Yes,
morning.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon for us.
How is everybody? Very busy you are.
Yes, I can see you having a glass of coffee and you're in full.
Yes.
It's really cold. Heating up. Very good.
It's still very, very early. The sun is just coming up.
Are you seeing the sun? No more snow.
No, I have no positive report yet, but my club and the district are looking at support for the global grant. So I should know within a week. So maybe next week I'll have good.
Thank you so much, Topeka Club. Thank you for your support. We are very happy for your partnership. Thank you.
Always awadifo ambogo.
When we don't see you online, we become uncomfortable.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Awadifo Ambogo.
Madam President, could the members of the club tell us how many of you have been refugees at one point or another of your lives? I know you were, I know Rukia was. Who else has been a refugee before settling finally in Yumbe?
Yeah, me, I was a refugee in Congo, DRC, the time when Rukia was a refugee in South Sudan. Me, I was a refugee in DRC.
So only the two of you were refugees.
In South Sudan and the Sumbuaza people,
I went for my refugee in South Sudan in a place called Maridi, which is far southern part where that is actually operating next there in one there. So I tested how the refugee situation is. Thank you.
Yeah, the time I became a refugee in DRC, I was in P4. That was in primary 4 when we went to exile. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I cannot exactly what happened, but for me, I was born in South Sudan when my parents were in my parents were in Kaya, bordering Uganda.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was a refugee in South Sudan who was staying in Bazi. Now from Bazi we went to Yei. Life as a refugee is very hard. Even near getting a mango, plucking somebody's mango like this, you can be beaten thoroughly. A mere mango, you cannot even eat somebody's. There people can eat that thing to sell, they sell themselves. Once you come like somebody's thing, like either you're picking a dinner, you're picking something, you'll be stopped there. They'll stop you, not even know what has stopped you. Life was so hard. You at times stay without food. At times, once you have a clothes, it can take the whole year. Without one clothes, you wash it at night. So life was not easy. Just like it's very easy for the South Sudanese who are in they have a comfortable life. There was no food. Parents would dig, they go and do some labor work. They come with the food home for it. And once you don't get that labor work, your family will not feed. So things were not as easy as the refugees from South Sudan are feeling in Uganda right now. Thank you so much. That was my story.
Yeah, for me in DRC, my mother could get the ratio for the dry maize. And this dry maize, there was no grinding mill. around, but she could roast the maize on a saucepan on fire, and then she will divide it to us, and then we shall ground the maize on stone.
I'm on a Zoom.
Yeah, you cannot ground a lot, you just grind little, and then the little will be mingled, and then you will eat the food will not be enough for you. And then sometimes you will put it in water, soak it in water the whole night. The next day, you have to pound it using the local mortar. You pound, you sieve with the, and then you make that. But the residue remaining, you also have to put it on fire. You add some oil on it, like rice. Like rice, then you eat it for drinking water. Not enough, even the chicken that the refugees, the chicken that the refugees will the Sudanese army will also move around. They are called the Sudans. The Sudans will come and order you that, hey, can you change for this cock? Sometimes if you are stupid, you will change the cock and catch it and bring it to them.
Madam President. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Can I come in? Since we are running short of time, I don't know. Is it okay? Madam President, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, please
Yay.
go ahead.
All right. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for, I mean, everyone here, they have stories to tell, really. It's a lot that goes on here in Africa. First of all, I'm amazed by the many projects that Yumbe Rotary Club is doing in just 2 years. And I can't wait to come there and visit your club. So I wanted to know 2 things. Where in Yumbe do you fellowship from? That's one. And secondly, I wanted to know, so far, how many members of Rotary Club Yumbe are you? Then I'm also curious to know, is your club composed of, do you have any refugees in your club or the host community members? I wanted to kindly know the setup if you don't mind. Over to you, President.
Okay, thank you so much, Robina. At the moment, we don't have Sudanese as a club member. The club is typically nationals, the host community here. Hello.
Okay, so where do you sit in Yumbe?
In Yumbe, we sit in the Seduk office. How many miles? 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer away from Yumbe town, after the police station, Koboko Road. When you reach here, you get the signpost for Rotary Club and also Seduk. And care nursery and primary. Yes, you can't get lost. Yeah.
Oh, we work in Koboko with the Koboko Farmers Association. So I can always allocate you. Then I was also interested to know from a lady Joyce. She talked about this big project in Amur. They are supporting farmers, I think, with storage facilities and everything. If she doesn't mind, I wanted her to share contact person for those people. So the program I work on with Catholic Relief Services, that's we majorly work with farmers. It's technical support that is delivered by Americans. But and this year we began a new cycle, 5-year implementation cycle. So I would be interested to know more about them and visit them and see if there's any technical support that we can help them with.
Very good. Right now, online, and she is okay. She's online.
I hope to contact you, Robina.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Very good. I think she has answered you. Yeah, she's very active. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. What time is it? Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Are you online?
We are still online.
Yeah. More information, otherwise time is over. We are 5 minutes past the time.
Does anyone else have anything they need to add before the meeting closes?
Yeah.
Awadifo Ambogo, another great meeting. Thank you, Madam President and Rotarians.
Have a wonderful
you.
week.
Good. Thank you so much, everyone who has really joined us for this fellowship, online, both online and in the house. We are happy for you. Our time has really elapsed, and we hope we shall meet next week. Wednesday is going to be our last fellowship for the year, and then we shall adjourn it until next year, 2024. At the moment, we would like to adjourn the meeting so that it gives us time. We're also going to do other work. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. Thank you so much, our partners. We have really appreciated you. We have appreciated the support that you have given us. Thank you. We are going to do the final toast. Nadia will take us through the final toast. Can we all stand up for the final toast? Yes, Nadia, can you take us through the final toast?
Thank you very much. I'm Nadia. I'm going to read for you the final toast. I give you Rotary in the name of
Rotary World Yoruba. Cheers. Thank you so much. Thank you, our partners and our guests who have joined us on this meeting online. We have appreciated you so much. God bless you. At this moment, then we say our meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much. Our meetings are always every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Thank you, special guest, Robina, for joining us. Let's meet again next Wednesday. Thank you. Good day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes, good. Yeah. Okay.